Hey, General Hospital peeps, welcome back to my page. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It'll mean the world to me. But anyway, so let's talk about all things General Hospital. It is 10/9/2023, Monday. A beautiful Monday it was, too. And we start off with Lucy and Maxie and Scotty, and they're having a little meeting about, Tracy's disgustingness, about Tracy's plan. And it seems like, Maxie's like letting them know how this is affecting her, how this is affecting her and her family, this is affecting her children. And Lucy's starting to see, that this may be a little bit more selfish of her because it's not just Maxie that she's really leaving in the lurch. It's also everybody that she's got employed. So it's a big thing. And then we go over to Brooke and Chase, and I'm just gonna say sadness to the 10,000. It's this all sad. Chase basically tells Brooke that his father is dying of ALS. And we flash over to Gregory and Alexis, and they're hobnobbing over Mr. Judge Kimmy Kim and how they're going to bring him down because he is using his cases to climb the road of success. It's kind of dirty. And I'm pretty sure, in real life, not the only judge that's doing that. And then we flashed to Penville, baby. And they got everything cleared out. And if I was Cyrus, I would have been nervous too. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, what's going on? Should I be worried? Ain't nobody here, ain't nobody around. And the warden's like, well, I wanted it just to be you and me. I would have been like, she gonna shiv me. And then we fly to the plane with Nina and Sonny. And Sonny's like, I got a prize for you, girl. Sonny G getting his Mac on because he's all about the island, if you get my drift. And he's like, I got a surprise for you. And the surprise is, guess what, y'all? Well, we knew Christina was coming, but so does Michael, Willie, and the little babies. They all coming. And then it's like, oh my gosh. And you know what? They're just leading this woman up to just she's getting everything she's ever wanted, and it's all gonna be just taken away from her, just like that. Because what did Sonny bring? He brought Mr. SEC on the plane, which is Michael. And if he gets this news while they're before they get married, I don't see Michael not having no problem in spilling that bean. Especially when Willow finds out about it. I even see that Willow's gonna agree with him on this, And then we go to Scotty and Lucy and them again. And Scotty's like, come on, you got to fight Tracy. You can't let her win. You know what I'm saying? You're a gladiator. You're strong. You can fight this. And Lucy's like, but it's not just me. It's Maxie. She has children. She has a home. There's too much at risk here. It's way too much at risk here. Not just that. It's my employees. For, I'm holding on. He's like, but this 1%, this is gold. You can't let Tracy bully you. And she's like, but you know what? I'm looking at the bigger picture, and that's Maxie. Maxie's my friend. She's my friend. She's not just my co-worker. She's just not, a business partner. She's my friend, and she has children. And I had to give Lucy a big high five on that because she's looking out for the little people, And when you people get money, they don't always look out for the little people. And I'm not saying Maxie's little, but you get what I'm saying. So then we flash back to Chase and Brooke. More sadness, more talk and discussion about what's going on with Gregory. And he's just telling her, the 1-2s. And then we flash to Finn and Gregory. And what I forgot is that when Alexis and them were talking, when Gregory and Alexis was talking, Finn had came into the knocked on the door and walked in, and he had asked his father to meet with him. And of course Gregory's like, well, me and Alexis is about to tackle this case here, and he's like, but I really need to talk to you. And Alexis gives the nod, and Finn gives the nod. He tells her thank you. But fast forward back to where we were talking about, Finn's like, we need to talk because Dad, Chase knows. So then we get back to Nina on the plane, just going through all the happiness that a blushing bride should be going to right before her nuptials. And she's so happy and shocked. And she finally does ask, I don't know if it was her or somebody else, where's Avery? And that's when think it was Sonny that says that he got a call from Pilar to say that Avery was not feeling well, so she wouldn't be coming. Where's Ava? Okay, Ava, Avery, this is weird. Is Pilar there and just walking around an empty Spoon Island with Avery? This is just too weird for me. That's just weird to me. But Nina basically says this is the best wedding present ever. And it really would be if this was a sustainable wedding or marriage. Anyway, we've head back over to Alexis, and she's still at her office. And the phone rings, and she has them to come in, and guess who it is? It's Carly Babes, honey. And Carly Babes and Alexis putting that head together, honey. And and Carly and her are sharing secrets. And Carly lets her know. It was me that asked. I was the one who asked you to get involved with this. And you know what I'm saying? And like for the haters, for Carly, you know, she's done a lot of dirt in her past. And yes, she has. But at least, you know, she comes up to the honesty of it. Does she pay fully for what she done? Who in the soap opera land has ever paid fully for what they've done? I mean, we got Elizabeth. She's the head of the nurses' pool. And she had Esme locked up in some cage helping Nicholas. So come on. Anyway. So Alexis basically says, no, it's all good. And this is a miscarriage of justice. So Alexis is on it now. And then we flash back to Penville. And the Warren's like, no cameras, no record, no memory of this meeting. If I was Cyrus, I would have been like, what the hell she got planned for me? And he's like, what's the privacy for? What's going on? What's going on? I'm questioning all this. And then we fly back to Nina and them on the plane. It's her and the girls now, her, Christina, and Willow. And they're talking about, and Christina's really talking about how beautiful the island is. And Nina's talking about how happy she is that Willow decided to come and join her on this sad festivity. And I'm only saying sad, y'all, because it would be nicer if they were actually, I mean, if Sonny stays with her, then I mean, hey, I don't see the family staying with Nina. I really don't see Sonny staying with her either, but who knows? Things can happen. Stranger things can happen. But then we flash to Sonny talking to Michael. And Michael's so petty. Sonny's like, well, thank you for coming to the wedding. He's like, it was Willow's decision. Boy, bye. You know you wanted to come to the damn getting here. And then we go back to Alexis to Carly, and they're talking about, once again, Mr. Judgy Kim and his road to succession on the line, on the backs of the people that are coming up, you know, in front of him. And then she says, I definitely see something's going on, but I don't have I don't have anything solid. And Carly says, light bulb, I do. I love it when these two get together, girl. I like that Carly and Alexis have grown into their, you know, to where they are now. Because you got to remember, Carly lost Sonny behind hiding that Christina story, you know, saying that she knew that Christina twice. She's, you know, about the Christina story, even though Alexis was the grand scheme of things, that was still a serious thing. But they, you know, Carly felt her on that. So it's nice to see that they're grown up and, you know, like her and Sam, Carly and Sam are, you know, growing up and they're doing that grown woman thing. But then we flash back to Pittenville, and the Warren's like, I'm offended, Cyrus, that you don't trust me. Y'all both dirty? I wouldn't trust a dirty person. And then, you know, she talks about how his prison program has been doing so much good things. Basically, Cyrus owns the jail because he runs his people, you know what I'm saying? And Cyrus is like, yeah, my prison program and woo-woo-woo, and they're kissing butt to each other, but let's get to business. What's this all about? And the Warren says, chuck the deuces. Well, she didn't say that, but she says, I'm out of here. Basically, chuck the deuces. She oughty 5,000, y'all. She oughty 5,000. So then we go back to Maxie, and she apologizes for getting upset with the Lucy and Scotty going back and forth, you know, talking about what's the best plan. She walks out and she apologizes to Lucy about that. She's like, I shouldn't have done that, and I apologize. She still looked like she was pissed though. And Lucy's like, you don't have to apologize for nothing. You have the right to feel what you're feeling. Lucy's already going to, you know, go ahead and side with Tracy so that she can keep her people working. But she ain't said that now. But yeah, she's like, you good. And for a brief, they talk about Sasha and her situation and how she's finally got her freedom and she's taking some time off, which we all knew in the soap world, in the real world, that was happening because she was going on maternity leave. And then Lucy's like, I just got something to say. But before she said that, Scotty says a little quip about, yeah, I heard Gladys went to Bridgeport, Shreveport, Liveport, Springport. She gone. I feel like Gladys escaped her punishment. She should not have just been shipped off with her little slap on her hand. She allowed this girl to be drugged and possibly murdered. You know what I'm saying? And you just get to go home and you can't mention your family's name. That's a bunch of bogusness. But like I said, nobody really faces crime in General Hospital. So then Lucy says, I have something to say, and that's when Lucy's going to go ahead and, announce it. And then we go back to Brooke and Chase is telling her that, yeah, my dad has ALS, and they're discussing, what's that going to look like, and it's just a very sad, broken, hurt story. Which we flash back to Gregory and Finn, and they're discussing about Chase knowing. He's like, Gregory saying, I was selfish. I should have told my son. I should have told him, I was protecting myself by not telling him. Yeah, Gregory, now you need to stop spending this time and go talk to your son because he's falling apart on that couch. And then we flash back over to Lucy, and she's like, okay, yeah, I got something to say. We need to get ready to get this meeting together. And Maxie says, well, let me go first. She says, can we find someone to buy the 25%? So Maxie's like, she's trying to see this 1% of EOQ stock, I guess, or she's trying to help look out for her friend, even though she's the one who's really, because Lucy the deception can go bye-bye. Lucy's still got her real estate license. She's not really hurting financially. But Lucy says, no, we ain't going to talk about that. Let's call a team. We don't need no agenda necessary. I got something to say. And then we don't need to worry about all that. And then we go back into Chase and Brooke, and Chase is talking about how he's been researching about ALS and the fact that his dad will eventually be wheelchair bound. A lot more. Lou Gehrig's disease is horrible. In real life, it's horrible. And then we go back to Gregory and Finn, and he's talking about, I should have told my son. I was being selfish. I should have told him. There's no way he should have found this out. And how did he find this out? And then Finn does a really great way of explaining that Tracy did it, but it was on accident. She seen that Chase looked like he was going through something, and she just assumed either it was Brooklyn or Dad. She assumed that, he would have told his father. So we flash to Carly and Alexis, and Alexis is Carly's I got something to tell you is that because Carly working down at the restaurant now, she getting all kind of plugs. First, a plug about the feds about to raid. I mean, Carly in the hub now. They put her in the middle of everything. And now this guy, this nice little pilot, gonna come in, and him and Carly spike a conversation up, and the pilot lets it be known that about Judge Kimmy Cam and his trips going across seas with a big billionaire man that's highly influential. Fishing trips, y'all. Gold money, rich and rich. You know how they look out for each other. And Alexis is like, and Judge Kim was one of the passengers, huh? And Carly's like, oh, yeah. So then we flash back to Nina and then Christina and Willow, and there she's talking about, the reason for the elopement. And Christina gets into, procrastination as well. Are you a procrastinator? Like, are you like your, Nina, or you're all together and stuff like that. And then we go back to Mike and Sonny. Michael just being petty. He's like, I left the decision up to her. And Sonny's like, come on, no, that's more than that, man. You could have just simply said, yeah, honey, you can go ahead. I'm going to stay here with the kids, and hold them down. But, you're here. You know what I'm saying? Michael's petty. Michael being petty. And then we go back to Cyrus at Pentonville. He's like, so are you going on vacation? Because it seems like it's all of a sudden. Like, what's going on here? Where are you headed? And the warden, she's headed to Texas to run all the federal penitentiaries there. And I'm just going to say this. If Cyrus goes down, she got a mighty way to go down too. You know what I'm saying? And I could see him bringing her write it down with him. And he's like, well, what about me? She's, what about you? You'll get yours. You'll be good. Our plan is in motion. Plan? What plans? And then we get back to Deception, where there's been a meeting called, and all of Lucy's staff is and Maxie's staff is all around, and Lucy's telling them about what's going on, trying to ease their minds, let them know that everything is good. And she's just like, I got an appointment. I got an important announcement to make. And then we flash back to Carly and Alexis. And Alexis confirms Judge Kim was at attendance to all of those things, and the dates and times all matches up. So now they got something. Then we go to Gregory and Finn, and Gregory's just lamenting about how what a sucky daddy is for not telling his son and how selfish he is. Then we go to Brooke and Chase, and Chase is remembering back when he was in the wheelchair and how that was for him, and the fact that he was eventually able to walk, but his dad will be in a wheelchair and there will be no getting out for him. Gosh, they played this story good on this. And Brooke was being by her man, but she was also seething behind the fact that Tracy was the one who said something. And I don't know, Brooke, if you should really be mad at your grandma for that. I think that's kind of displaced because you're already angry at her. I'm pretty sure Tracy's a lot of things, but she would have not hurt. She wouldn't have done that on purpose. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But then we get back to the plane again, where Willow's like, oh yeah, I am the planner. And I'm like that too. I like to plan on my day. And she says, I guess that's why me and Michael make such a great team. To where Christina says, who, Michael? Being a planner and being on schedule? And I'm like, here we go again, rewriting history, General Hospital. Why are we rewriting history? Now, first of all, Michael is running EOQ. And when he wasn't, he was running Aurora. So it's obvious that Michael can run a business and that he can plan things out. Whereas you, Christina, went to Michael to ask to help you with your organization because of what you mismanaged. So Christina's trying to drive me crazy, y'all. It's like she's trying to really drive me crazy here. I just don't know what other thing going to come out of her mouth. And do y'all not know the history of GH? You should not be writing if you don't know the history. I digress. I'm sorry. I'm getting too crazy. So then we get back to Sonny and Michael, and he's like, "Man, come on, man. You know you don't play with me. Tell your dad the truth, basically. And Michael lets him know I wanted to go. I wanted to support my dad. I wanted to be here. Family is important to me. I wanted to go." And he said it with a smile. SEC on the plane, baby. That's all I see is SEC. And then we go back to the Pinville where Cyrus and the Warden still talking, and she's like, "Boy, you're gonna be fine. Our plans and set in motion. I'm just happy I don't got to be here to clean up your messes." And Cyrus is like, "Okay, well, one more thing before you go, then." And then we flash back to Lucy, and she's talking to her staff, and she's thanking them for all their hard work, and she discusses the lawsuit that they're facing. And she's telling them how, they're being bullied by a corporate bully. And that she lets them know that they can retain 49% of the company and that they're a family. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like she's saying yes to this, but there's something else that might be a brew. And nobody knows what Lucy Coe, honey. Nobody knows what Lucy Coe. And then we go back to Chase and Brooklyn, and it's basically just more hurtness and Brooke's now apologizing for Chase hearing that from Tracy. And he's like, if it hadn't been for Tracy, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. So I don't blame Tracy. But obviously, Brooklyn and her misplaced anger, which, come on. This is a problem with Brooklyn right now, period. This is what she always does. But Brooklyn heads out. She's like, I got to go confront my grandma. Basically, that's what she's doing. She's going to go confront Granny. And then, we fly into Gregory talking about how he's a coward. Wow. Go talk to your son. That's all I got it. That's all I got it. But Finn does tell him you're a hell of a dad and a hell of a father. So there's that. So we get back to Alexis and Carly babes, and dates are madding up and they're ready to go after him. So now they're trying to figure out how to present this to him, how to stroke his egos to see if he gonna make a mistake. And Nina is back to because it was offered. Willow offered to help her with the wedding, but Nina's like, oh no, the staff is taking care of everything, and Sonny said he's got everything under control. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sonny has picked out the wedding dress because he's good at picking out all of his brides' wedding dresses. That's just something he does. He's also good at letting everybody go to play gambling, and even though the gambling is rigged so they can win, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen too. Let's just say Sonny's all island man, island G. You get what I'm saying? Why are they doing this? I don't know. And then we go back to the Pentonville where Cyrus is Warden's like, don't worry nothing about anything. That little setback with with Drew, we're gonna take care of that. And then and she's like, you just need to trust me. He says, trust you? How can I trust you? He's like, you don't have a choice, and I really don't care if you do or don't. This Warden's, she got what she wanted from Cyrus. She used him. And now she's out. So she don't care about all that. And then she lets him know that she's erased every single thing that connected them together. I'm pretty sure Cyrus has something up his sleeves, though. And then we flash back to Michael, Willow, and Christina. Now they're all on the plane. They're still talking about the beautiful of the island. Island man. And then we flash to Nina and Sonny. And Sonny says, tomorrow you will be Mrs. Sonny Carithos. They're going to drag this out. I guess we're not going to see them tomorrow. Probably not. We're not going to see them because it doesn't say into the spoilers that they don't get the weddings on Friday. So, they're going to drag that out. Hopefully he's dragging out trying to find out where the hell Eva's at. And then we flash back to Warden and Cyrus. And he's like, well, I'm sad to see you go, but I'm happy to see you leave. Well, what about my friend Drew? And the Warden's like, why do you care about him? He said, well, he saved my life and everything. I just want to make sure, he's going to be okay. And the Warden is cryptic. She says, don't worry. Drew will be handled. What does that mean? Are they going to try to kill this man again? I think it's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. That's even if Drew goes back, but it's going to blow up. I'm hoping we get to see Drew's skills if it does go, because he's supposed to be a Navy SEAL, so maybe we'll see him actually being or doing some Navy SEAL stuff. I don't know. And then we go back to Carly and Alexis, and they're rounding up their meeting, and Alexis is going to do some verifications, and Carly's going to work that pilot some more, and they're going to get together, and Alexis is going to try to get Judge Kim to come in and spill the beans to her and see if she can't get him to drop the heat. And then we go back to Chase, and Chase is looking over pictures of his dad, and he starts crying, which is because saying bye to his father, and there's a knock on the door. Now, a preview said that knock on the door is his dad, but we shall see. We shall see. And then, of course, we got someone's reading the obit that was done on Brooklyn, and I'm pretty sure that's Miss Lois, honey. Lois is back, baby. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. Like I said, if you like my content, please like and hit that subscribe button. You have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night, GHers. Smoochies.